Andrew, great to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Thanks, Alec.
You want to give us a little rundown about kind of who you are, your background, where we're sitting right now, how you got into the business so they can have some background on you?
Yeah. So my name's Andrew Phelan. We're at actually the Stonehaven headquarters office. We're located in Elmhurst, Illinois. I think we've probably been around since 2012. It's when Kyle Ernst, he'll probably be walking through here in about 30 minutes, started this company.
Is it a local company or how big is Stonehaven?
Oh, we're small, man. Like we're boutique. We got maybe 30 employees. We pride ourselves being a boutique company.
Nice.
We want to kind of stay small because it gives, the ability of our clients to keep the lowest rates possible, best service, things like that. Awesome. So I don't think we have any ideas of expanding or getting another office. We are building pretty quickly, but not a lot of people do come in. We do have the ability, work from home, hang out, do what you need to do to grow your business and be successful. I guess the one day that people do come in is Wednesdays, but it's open 24/7. If you need to come in, you're hanging out. It's like, oh shoot, I got to go to the office and get a pre-approval out on Sunday at 9 p.m. for whatever reason. Instead of doing it at home, or if I'm hanging out at my parents' house or something, then yeah, it's easy.
Nice.
Come swing by.
And we're in Elmhurst, right?
Yes, Elmhurst, Illinois. So,
I'm not very familiar with Elmhurst, just being newer to Chicago. So I moved here, January? Haven't even been here a year yet. But
good deal.
Can you give me a quick rundown of Elmhurst, what it's like? Maybe the audience might hear something beneficial from this too.
So what's really cool is I actually grew up in Elmhurst.
Okay,
I lived here for 16 years, born and raised. So it is very nice for me to, now I live in Wrigleyville with two of my buddies, where I can come back pretty much don't even have to put maps on if I'm going to go somewhere in Elmhurst. I know it by heart. When I started growing up here, it's, I don't even know how to put this, but it changed a lot after I moved. So we moved to Oak Brook when I was 16, and now my parents live in Clarendon Hills. But the amount of apartment buildings that shut up, the amount of people that decided to move here, the new construction, the home values, property taxes, everything went up. So it is like, people who bought their house in 1995 and still live in it, they did something right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and a lot of my friends still do live here. Most of them, I guess the one guy I live with, Matthew, I met him. I think we've been friends since my whole life. We live down the street. His parents still live in Elmhurst, same house.
Nice.
So another one of my buddies, he still lives in Elmhurst. So they're not, moving anytime soon. But I think we have Sandburg, Bryan, and Churchville, 3 middle schools. And then I don't know how many elementary schools, but they all feed into those 3 middle schools. And then the high school is York. I did not go to York. I went to Fenwick out in Oak Park to play hockey, private school. Had to wear a shirt and tie every day, slacks, Sperry's.
Nice.
Interesting. Yeah.
What position do you play in hockey?
I played defense. I played a little bit of defense primarily in high school. But growing up, I kind of flip-flop between, center, left wing, or left defenseman. So I'm a righty, but I like playing on the left side. Okay. Because, I don't know, it's a lot more fun.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm not a hockey guy, so I have no idea.
Yeah, because I guess people know hockey, but if you're coming down if you're a righty playing on the left side, it's a lot harder. You have a better opportunity with shooting on the goalie because you're kind of
angles.
Yeah, the angles exactly. So the puck's on the inside. Your stick's on the in,
so you shoot less distance. Yeah, essentially.
And it's harder for the goalie to pick it up because if you're coming on the right wall, the puck's to the outside.
That makes sense.
So it's on your right side, but on the inside if you're coming on the left wall. So you have more ability to get the puck on net, and I don't know. I just liked playing on the left more than the right, being a righty. So it's kind of interesting.
How old are you?
I'm 25. 25. 2000, yeah.
So I'm 28.
Okay.
So I went to Stevens Point area senior high in Wisconsin. I grew up in Wisconsin, born and raised in Stevens Point.
Nice.
Town of 40,000 people, but the very big hockey town. Do you know Cole Caulfield? Mm-hmm. So he went to my high school.
Oh, really?
He's I don't know. Is he your age? I think he was a couple of years younger than me.
Yeah, I think he's an 01. I think
he was crazy. Then he went to Madison, won college hockey player of the year or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
he's in the Canadians now, I think. I believe.
Canadians, I think, yeah. And then we have that guy, Pavelski. So he was big in the NHL. There's like a big sign in our city, like it says home of Joe Pavelski, like Sharks, or he used to be in the Sharks, like Sharks player or whatever. So I was never into hockey. I played pond with the guys. We would play without a goalie, and we would play like you have to hit the post for it to count or whatever. But that's my only experience with hockey.
I mean, you got to play pond if you live up north, man. Like you got to play pond if you live up north.
Right.
Like it's fun, and then. We actually had an ice rink growing up in our backyard in Elmhurst.
Nice.
So we had like the nets, and then like the pond nets where it's like just 2 pieces of wood,
sick.
Nailed together, and there's 2 holes. Yeah,
nice.
But I guess my background, what's really cool. I didn't know you're second generation as well. So your mother was a real estate agent, and then you kind of won.
Yeah. So my mom had me at 18, my sister at 21. So 2 kids by 21.
Wow. Okay.
Single mom. And she's like, how can I not send these kids to daycare and get through?
Right.
So she's a realtor and has been through and through, but she also has a really sizable portfolio. Stevens Point's a different market. It's a tertiary market. You're not getting institutional great investors like a place here in Chicago.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's different.
Yeah.
So she's amassed a bunch of single family homes. And then now she's kind of over time, she's kind of getting into like the mid-level apartment buildings. I think she just bought like a 45 unit building in downtown, which is insane because she doesn't take investors. Yeah. So, I mean, she started buying at like 20 years old, 21 years old. Wow. She's like 48 now, and she's at an interesting spot. She's like, my youngest brother, so I have a sister, and then my youngest brother's about to be done with high school.
Nice.
And now she's like, oh, well, I'm super bored. Like, all the kids are gone now. Like, what am I going to do with my life?
45 unit building. Yeah, that's pretty baller.
So I really look up to her on that side of things.
Of course.
I'm buying my 6th property. We're under contract right now.
Wow.
Final underwriting will be done this Friday, so we'll see. I've had a lot of trouble getting loans because I'm 1099, but I move across the fucking country. So I went from Wisconsin, where I was born. Then I grew up in then I lived in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Didn't go to college, and started buying real estate. So I have 4 properties there, and those have done very well. But then I moved to Miami for COVID. Yeah. So I went from Madison, Wisconsin to Miami for COVID.
Right.
And then I met Anna. Anna moved down to Miami with me, and then we moved back here in January. We're going to start a family soon.
Nice.
So planning like settling here, but yeah, man, it's like I just want to just keep accumulating properties because COVID, everybody that owns property got very rich during COVID.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like the equity play on that was just wild.
Yeah, it got a lot of fun. I mean, like through the power of real estate where young single mom has her children before she's even like able to drink, and she's able to support a family, buy real estate.
Yeah,
like that's why I think a lot of people get into the business because you can do a lot of cool things. Like one, I'm sure there's some sort of like generational wealth that's going to come out of that.
100%.
Where it's like you are going to be okay if bad things happen, right? Like if you hit rock bottom, you're going to have some stuff to lean on. You have 5, 6 properties almost. Right. To help you out and stay afloat.
Yep.
Like when did you how much, if you mind me asking, your first property, like how did that go?
I bought a condo for $120, sold it 6 months later, made like $10K.
Okay.
Then bought a townhome for $145, sold it 6 months later, a year later for $20K.
Yeah.
Then bought a duplex. Held that, still on that. That just burnt down one of my tenants. Yeah. I just got my settlement check, my initial settlement check. I hired a public adjuster. Yeah. Going through that fire process has actually been really helpful and interesting because now I'm excited to like help people that have been in that scenario.
Right.
Not many people have been in that scenario.
No, I mean, I hope not. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, man.
I don't want to talk about it. It's not done yet. So once that finally comes to a close, I'll be more open about that. But and then from there I just was selling real estate, and I was selling an enormous amount of real estate in Madison, Wisconsin because I don't know, Epic is there. Do you know what Epic is? Epic Healthcare?
Yes
So everyone goes to Epic and they start out at $100K. They're a project manager. So it's all these young kids.
I think my cousin works there.
Yeah.
He does like coding for them or something.
I mean it's an insanely large private owned company by some lady, and they have a whole campus. But I was like 23 at the time. I don't know, 20 to 23, however old I was. I was the only young realtor in Madison, Wisconsin that was doing any reasonable amount of business. So everybody that worked at Epic would come to use me.
Yeah.
So that was my funnel. And I was just selling property after property after property.
Right.
And with that cash, I'm just buying property.
Yeah.
The crazy thing was I still had to put down 25% on all my properties. I've never bought a property 5% down.
Yeah.
Because I've never lived in one place long enough.
Yeah.
To have the 2 years.
That's fine.
Or whatever. So, but I wish I had easier access to 5% down capital.
Yeah. I mean, like if you just buy a primary, it's going to be easier. Like if you're just ripping investment properties, you can put 15 down. I don't recommend it because the rates are not as great if you were to put 20 or 25. But you got to do what you got to do.
And these are commercial loans too. So like 2 of my properties just refinanced the pay. I've lost like $1,100 a month in cash flow because I went from a 3.5 to 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not complaining, but that's kind of the situation.
The name of the game, right? Yeah.
Tell me about your story. Because you were talking about second generation, then I kind of jumped into my side of things. Jump into your second gen and let's dive into that.
So my father was a loan officer. He's been in the business probably 34, 35 years now. He just turned 56 the other day, about 2 weeks ago. He started when he was about 22. I think it was his high school swim coach that told him about the business.
Nice.
So my dad grew up in Chicago Heights, moved a lot, like Hammond, Indiana, South Side, all that stuff. And he was trying to figure out what to do. And I guess this coach that pretty much helped him through a lot of stuff with his going through high school and everything. I don't want to share too much about my father's story and his upbringing, but he pretty much told him hey man, this is a great business for you.
This was pre-2008 too.
Yeah,
I know exactly what these motherfuckers were doing.
This was the 90s, bro.
You make $500K? Okay, that's how my mom got started.
They don't care. So he kind of just jumped into it. He started at kind of the same company that Stonehaven is, owned by a husband and wife, very small, which is kind of why he came back to Stonehaven after his career. So honestly, what kind of drew me to it, and if my buddies were here, they would say oh yeah, Andy was going to be a loan officer since high school. They just knew it. Because this is kind of crazy, but my dad would drive me to hockey all the time because you have the flexibility to take your kids to hockey, do what the things you need to do, have that good work-life balance, which isn't really a thing in our business sometimes. But I remember a lot of times I don't think he ever missed a game. He'd show up in a suit, watch my game, and then whatever, drive me home.
He probably got so many loans from just showing up to all your games and talking to other people too, right?
Maybe. Obviously it would help them out, but that wasn't his
memo.
Yeah.
He was there for you.
He was there for me.
Nice.
But yeah, obviously I'm sure he did do a lot of business with, people on my team and was their advisor if they needed him, but that wasn't where he was scalping from them, right? He's just creating relationships with
Sure.
the people, right?
Of course.
So
that's why I'm so excited to have kids, man. I want to go to all their games and meet all the parents. Dude, I'm so bored. Fuck that. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Dude, meet all them.
Playing football growing up. He was my coach. He always took time, which was great. But the one thing that kind of drew me to it was him driving me to whatever sports practices, hockey, football. He was always on the phone. Always talking about stuff, basis points. I'm what the fuck is a basis point? right. Yeah. So I kind of that drew me to it because I'm all right, so I get to you get to work at the office and you get to go home and you drive your kid to hockey and you still get to do things that make you some money, right? And for whatever reason, I was this is cool. I want to talk on the phone with people. I want to be in front of people. I want to create as many relationships and friendships as I can. A lot of my dad's good friends are, through real estate. Those are people that I was around, right? My godfather is a real estate agent. And then, obviously there's people from college, but a lot of the people that I was growing up with were realtors. And, he leveraged the shit out of me sometimes to get business. Mm. He would tell me when with my brother Will and I, he's 2 years younger than I am. When he would go to meetings and meet with agents, he would have 2 pictures he would have pictures of us in his notebook, and then he'd like purposely have them fall out on the table. He'd be like, "Oh no, these are my kids."
My kids.
Yeah. So like that kind of drew me into it. So went to Fenwick, went to ISU, Illinois State, and did 2 years there because COVID hit. So me and my buddies were in Siesta Key when we got the email. It's like, oh, we get another week of spring break because of this virus in China. And we're like, all right, sweet. Like, this isn't bad. And then you start reading the news. It's like, all right, Italy's kind of getting fucked up. And then like it's in the States and you're like, all right, like cool. So we had to go move all my stuff out. It was like campus housing, but it was like off campus, but still run by the school. So they're like, you guys got to get the fuck out of here. Like you're finishing online. All right, whatever. So I go back junior year. I have an apartment set up. I was there for like a weekend and I was just like, I can't do it. Like school was starting like the next week. And I was like, pretty much called my mom and dad. I'm like, you guys got to come pick me up. Like, I'm just going to smoke weed and drink all day. Like, I'm not going to go to class. Everything's online. I need like be in person to do what I need to do.
I can't even imagine.
So I was looking for in-person stuff. When I was those few years were pretty tough for me in a sense where I was meeting with like different doctors and, I've been through therapy and all that crazy shit. So like one of my therapists I was meeting when I was like 19, 20, her brother was a private chef for like Bears players, Bulls players. Like he was Jimmy Butler's private chef. So I was like, oh, this is fucking dope. Like I love to cook. I made food for my buddies. And as a sophomore at ISU, like, all right, I'm pretty good at it. They love what I did. So I kind of took that jump and just applied. And it was in person. You just had to wear a mask and get tested every day. Like what? You made it work. So like that's a very valuable skill that I still have. I still love to cook. I mean, I don't make like very crazy like cool things every night because I just don't have time. Honestly, like ground beef and sweet potatoes,
nice.
Or chicken thighs and sweet potatoes,
nice.
And that's honestly it. And then avocado. But
so did you go to culinary school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Kendall College.
Okay, so you went for 2 years.
2 years at
stopped
Illinois
going.
State. 2 years at Illinois State. Probably took a few months where I was just hanging out, and then went to culinary school for a year. Yeah.
Okay, culinary school is a year.
Yeah, a year. Because about a year in, I was like working at a couple restaurants. I worked at a very nice Let Us Entertain You restaurant in Lincoln Park. It's no longer there, but I kind of just was like, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to work on the line, like to be, you kind of hear all these weird stories of like, all right, like you could have a very successful restaurant. And then the guy who's funding the money is like, I'm done. Like I have no more money left. I can't, then you're out of a job and you got to go find something else. You got to restart, which is now what I want to do. I wanted to get into a career where, you can just keep growing. Yes, there are factors like 2008, like the .com bubble, all the way back to 9/11, like COVID. Those things can obviously, stop your growth in the mortgage industry, real estate, what have you. But if you just kind of put your head down and keep working, you can get through it. Because there's a lot of loan officers that got through 2008. A lot of loan officers got through COVID, but that tail end of COVID, when you made so much money and you're like, oh shoot, when the money's not going to stop because rates are 2.5%, 3%, and then it jumps back up and you're like, oh shit. So I kind of, after culinary school, I went to neighborhood loans. And I guess to backtrack a little bit, when I was 18, kind of doing my internships right out of high school, I started at Compass Mortgage. So like wherever my dad was working is when he would help me get a job as an internship or what have you. So I started Compass Mortgage, sales intern. It was a bunch of me and my buddies, just like kind of get my feet wet. It's like, all right, and is this really what you want to do? Go live the life, go walk the walk, go talk the talk. Like this is what you're gonna be doing every day. So what we kind of did was, just help loan officers with marketing, get them meetings with realtors. We'd call realtors and set up meetings for them.
It's interesting. Marketing B2B. So I would say loan officer to realtor would be a B2B market.
Sure, yeah.
Realtor to client would be like a B2C.
Yeah.
B2B is much easier.
B2B is much easier.
It's much easier.
Yeah, it's much
easier. And the crazy thing about loan officers that is better than the real estate side of things is you don't have to physically go there and look at property, right? Like you're just looking at the income and then writing a pre-approval. Like there's a really nice aspect to the loan officer side relative and compared to the real estate agent side.
Yeah, I mean, like, I work with a guy my age who he does like in-person consultations. He'll meet him at coffee shops, whatever. He does like dual with the agent. I myself, I don't really love that because I don't think that, you know, my client wants per se you to hear their, you know, if they have debt or like weird shit that happened, like that's, you know, I don't need to share it unless it needs to be shared, right? Like if there's a problem with the pre-approval, it's like, oh, this person can't be pre-approved because they've been on a job for a year, where they're 1099 for 1 year. Yeah, that's going to cause some issues. Like, all right, let's get a co-signer, let's figure this out, right? But other than that, like, I don't really think people need to know that. What else, man? Like, I go to some open houses, but unless I know you, like if you have an open house and you're like, hey, like we'll do co-branding flyers, I'll stop by and hang out and for a couple minutes say what's up, but I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours. You don't want me there. Right? You know what I mean? Like you got to do your job, right? Yeah. And if it's slow and it's like, all right, like we can shoot the shit and hang out for a little bit. But if it's busy, like I'm getting the fuck out of there. Like I'm letting you do your work. Like, all right, my face is on the flyer. If they want to call me, they can call me. But at the end of the day, like this is your job. My job is to make sure they're qualified. Your job is to make sure they're happy with the house, right? And we kind of work together to figure out how to make the transaction as easy as possible for these people.
For sure.
But I guess before I went to ISU, obviously at Compass, came back over that summer, worked at Guaranteed Rate Affinity in the mailroom, fucking front end processing, dude. As soon as loans would come in, or back end processing. So when the loan was fully funded and closed, we'd enter into the computer and then we had to put it in like file cabinets.
Physical documents.
That's dude. Crazy. Old school shit.
Yeah.
So like they had this big, like this massive, bigger than this room probably. And our first task was like, I don't know, like 6 of us. We had to reorganize like everything. It took us the whole summer because like people just throw files in there. Like it'd be like on the table. It'd be like ABC. Yeah, like
that's crazy.
Huge. So it'd be like we had to do it in like alphabetical order. So it'd be like literally going through all the cabinets, and it'd be like, all right, we're in with A. Then there'd be like Z over here, and like B. So then we're making piles of all the other shit, like trying to figure it out. It took us maybe the whole summer.
That's
like like 2 weeks before everyone was going back to school. Like we were done. Yeah.
This might be a little bit of a very like wild thing to say.
Yeah.
But the physical world, things in the physical world are so dense and heavy relative to like documents on Google Drive, for example. Like it's so, looking back in time, I can't believe how much energy and effort it takes to do something in the physical world relative to having it in Google Drive.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Like insane.
And this was 2019.
Yeah.
Bro. And it's like, oh yeah, let's make the college kids do it. Yeah, we got it done. Yeah. It was funny. We just like listen to music, whatever, like we pretty much take like shifts. It's like, all right, like Andy and Carter, you're going to do this. And then like Matt and Dom, you're going to go and do whatever the hell is over here. And then we switch off, go to lunch. It's like, all right, you're in the mailroom now, fucker. Like go figure this out for us. So yeah, and then after that, I did some front end stuff at Guaranteed Rate, and then kind of finished off like my internships at Neighborhood Loans. So I did sales and sales business development. So again, like calling realtors, pretty much just like get a handful, probably per month, of like, all right, these are the LOs you're working with. You know, I need you to find them. I need you to find Alec 100 realtors this week, and then you're going to call them and invite them to his event. And then if you can't invite, and if they don't want to go, you book them for coffee or whatever. So like learning that skill where it's like, yeah, like the events are the easiest way to call people, because like cold calling sucks. I know agents do it all the time. I fucking hate
cold calling.
Like
I can't do it. I literally can't and I won't.
It's a lot harder for me to call someone. I mean, shoot, like we were talking on Instagram. That's how we met.
Instagram's a little bit warm.
That's almost the new wave.
Yeah, and it's a little bit warm because I can go to your profile and get a sense of who you are and be like, okay, this guy's a total weirdo, or like not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you can pick up on some cues rather than like me giving you a call, or it's like, hey man, let's grab coffee, and you're like, what? Yeah. Whereas like you can shoot the shit, like slide up on your story.
I hate when people call me.
Yeah.
I
love it, but
I know you, because you're like, oh, like I want to be on the phone all day, but like, if you're calling me and not texting me, that's fucking weird.
If you get texted,
fucking weird.
Just like dude, like I give like deal updates on Tuesday mornings. So if it's just like, if nothing's going on where it's like, all right, appraisal's ordered, boom, text. If there's a bigger issue where I need to call you, where it's like, we're getting halted in underwriting for XYZ. Yeah, I'm picking up the phone, calling you. But if it's like, hey, appraisal came in at 400,000, great. Thanks, man.
Like,
that's
don't
it.
fucking call me.
Yeah. Or like, hey, shoot, we're in CTC review.
Right.
Like we'll have an answer in 24 to 48 once we're closed. So
I think a lot of people now, I always answer my client's phone call. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 9 p.m., whatever.
Yeah,
like,
you have to. You have to answer every phone call.
And I enjoy talking to people that I'm like actively working with.
Mm-hmm.
So basically I'm diving deeper into I hate talking to people on the phone scenario. But I like people that I'm working with and making money with. Mm-hmm. But if you're calling me from outside and we don't like have something going on and we're not like growing together, moving forward and creating better lives for each other,
don't waste my time.
If you fucking call me, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like fuming.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello?
Yeah.
What? Fuck you.
Yeah. It's like if what I learned very quickly, if you're going to call someone, it doesn't matter if you're asking a girl on a date or if you're asking an agent to join your event or go meet. If you're not calling with value for anything, or if you're not doing outreach where you want something where it's like, cool, like you meet, like I went to Oktoberfest this weekend, you meet some, whatever, get a girl's number or whatever, like chopping it up with her.
Are you single or you got a girl?
What's that?
Are you single or you have a girl?
I'm single as shit.
Single?
Yeah. It's awesome. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun. But no, I mean, like if you're calling someone without providing value, you're lost. You're 2 steps behind. Yeah. Where it's like, yes, you have like the people you have relationships with in this business, you can call them and shoot the shit. But the people you're trying to work with, you're just calling them to like check in and not provide value. It's like, oh, I have this program, or like, hey, I'm having this event. Why are you calling them? You're wasting their time, wasting your time. Like, 100%. yeah, I get it. Like, stay in front of them, but you got to provide value. You got to be like, all right, this is what I did this weekend to help one of my clients. Like, do you have clients for that? Like, this is another program that I have. Like, our rates were really competitive last week. Like the 10-year is dropping. Like, tell them something that's going to help their business, right? Because then they might lean on you when it's real world story Friday at 7:30 and they need a loan estimate for one of their friends who's trying to buy a $450,000 condo, right? They're the guy they go to rather than using the Redfin calculator because they don't want their clients using that. They want to go to their guy. Shout out Marcus, by the way.
What's that?
Shout out, that's the guy that reached out to me. Yeah. That's my dog. But last thing I'll say, like with my upbringing, then we can kind of get to some other things and talk shop. Before, I guess my dad was like, hey, like he wanted me to do some other like sales jobs. So he's like, hey, get out there, find a couple sales jobs for yourself, see if you like it. If you really like it, stick with that, but this is always here for you. Like you could be 35 and, I'll help you out. I'm like, all right, sweet. So I went to I had a BDR sales job for a little bit and then they kind of got bought out and it was just weird. Like the energy was bad. I'm like, all right, this is not for me. Then I went to logistics for about a year and a half.
Doesn't everybody go to logistics in Chicago?
Everyone does logistics, dude. Everyone. And some people love it. Some people are like, hate it. I actually kind of enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was just, I wanted to do outside sales. It's inside sales heavy. So I pretty much just called my dad, started taking the test, worked at a restaurant for a few months while I was studying for it. And then, yeah, man, rest is history.
So when you say an inside sales, you're calling like a list that the company already has built for what, to transport like goods or?
Yeah. So I was a broker. So like I would call truck drivers and be like, hey, we have a load in like Cleveland, Ohio, and it's coming to Chicago. And it's like, I know that your home base is near Chicago and you have a truck out there. So like, do you want to take this? And it's like, whatever, $2.20 a mile. It's like, well, it's a reefer or whatever. You're hauling milk or some shit or whatever, chicken. And that was kind of it. And it was fun. Like, dude.
So are you calling a bunch of different them to trying to get your company the lowest price of delivery?
Yeah.
Is that basically how it went? Or?
So that would be business development. But no, like we had two divisions, like broker where you're booking the trucks, and then the other side, I think it was business development, where you're like be like Apple, like you're trying to create something with Apple or Nike. Be like, hey, we'll move your goods. We'll broker your goods for like the cheapest price, and then you leave it to the brokers to find the truck to move that stuff. So yeah, I mean, it was a good time. It was just like you're sitting at a desk all day.
How do you make commission on that?
I don't really remember. I mean, it wasn't great. There was like spreads. You had to sell it at a certain point because like there was like the break even, and if you had to get like permission from people to sell it.
There wasn't really much commission involved in that.
Some people made a lot of money, but I did well for like right off the jump. And, I had a good career there. It was just, I didn't want to sit at a desk all day and call people. I want to go meet, I want to do this stuff.
No, that makes sense.
You drive around, you could go and, meet people for coffee. You go to meetings, whatever. You can go and play golf. Right. Like I'm playing in the Keller Williams Invitational Wednesday.
Nice.
So things like that where I wanted to kind of be out and about more. Right. And then there's, there are some days where you're stuck and you got 3 or 4 pre-approvals you got to get done. And you're like, shoot, all right, man, like I'm going to be grinding from 7:30 to probably 7 at night because there's going to be other stuff that pops in where it's like, all right, you got to, then like other emails, other clients come in. And it's like, all right, you got to stay like focused and try and get it done.
For sure.
So pretty much I just like sat down with my dad and I'm like, well, what do we do? He's like, just take the test. Like we have a good relationship with Kyle. He's known Kyle for probably 10 years. He's like, just give him a call. We'll go meet him in person, and then you guys will talk it through and see if it's a fit. And of course, it was a fit. And I love this company. I love being here. I love the people that I work with.
That's
like
awesome.
Absolutely, like, I have such a good relationship with everyone here. Everyone's so happy when you walk in the door. Like from our processors to our marketing to the guy that owns the company. His office is right there, man. If you have a question, you walk in. You're like, Kyle, what's up, man? Like I need help. Or he's like, dude, how was your weekend? Like, he's like, right. So it's a very good culture here. What I really like about it is that, we're small. We don't like a lot of our marketing is just Google reviews. That's it. Like we have Stony Event's like 550. I myself, I think I have like 16 now, trying to get up to 50 by, the end of next year. So like having that sort of drive and not really being like, all right, I'm going to pay Google $100 a month to get my name out there. It's like, no, I'm just going to use social media. I'm going to use like the things that people look for and make sure that I'm doing the best I can. So, like word of mouth, right?
Let me ask you this. This is something that I've been kind of going through lately. Mm-hmm. I get bored.
Yeah, of course.
In real estate.
Yeah.
Because I don't have enough to do all the time. Mm-hmm. And I know you should be out there like doing coffees and golf and all that shit, but it also doesn't fulfill a physical need of mine. Mm. Do you know, like I can sit, like if we're sitting at the desk, like running comps or I'm sending properties, like that's great. And I love going to like look at properties and whatnot, but there's a missing piece in there for me. That's a new discovery. I've been doing real estate since like 8 fucking years now.
Yeah. Right.
And you talk about burnout, right? It's like, it's fulfilling now, but not as fulfilling as it used to be. Mm. So now I kind of got like into the Ironman space, which really is like a therapy. I don't know. I'm coming to this revelation that I always need something else going on in tandem with real estate because real estate is not like I think 100% fulfilling for me.
I think that's just purpose.
Yes, which I need kids because kids is going to solve the ultimate purpose issue.
What,
in my opinion.
Yeah. I kind of like faith as well.
I'm bad at that.
Yeah. I don't know if you believe in God. But like that's a big one where it gives you purpose because you feel like you're meant to be something. Right. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the big, like, dude, I go to church once or twice a month with my mom. Nice. But ultimately that is like, you need to find something that like you get up in the morning and do where it's like, if that is God or, whatever you may believe in the universe, for me, it is Christ and everything. But at the end of the day, like that is purpose. Children, purpose, 100%.
I have no idea.
100%. It's like it's like there's a small human living in my house.
Yeah. I
need to make sure this guy makes it to the end of the day. Like I have to feed this little thing.
2 books. Have you ever read Selfish Gene?
No.
That's an insane book. Okay. And then Viktor Frankl, A Man's Search for Meaning. Mm-mm. 2 incredible books. I have no idea how people exist in this world without having kids. Like
yeah. Some people do it. Like, I don't know.
I'm not even 30 and I'm already bored. Like, how are you going to live 100 years with no kids? Yeah. Are you out of your fucking mind?
It's kind of crazy.
And then people go and get dogs and try to like replace like this is my kid. Like that drives me crazy, bro. It drives me insane.
It's different, man. Because like obviously a dog, like they're a great companion, but children. You get to see them grow. You get to see where their life goes. You get to like nurture them. You get to make like that's you. It's a little version of you and your partner.
Every cell in our body's purpose is to recreate. Like that's the sole biological purpose of us being alive.
I mean, that's everything that's ever made as well. Like, like fucking avocados are their sole purpose is to fucking make more avocados. Yeah. That's why there's a seed in it. That's crazy. Like that's what it's for.
Read The Selfish Gene. And
okay.
I always talk about it on Instagram, so they'll know. But insane book, really kind of changed my perspective. But yeah, man. So I'm really excited for kids. My faith needs to get better. It really does. That's my biggest lacking area.
It doesn't happen overnight. Like my mom.
Are you Catholic Christian? Like what's your denomination?
Yeah, Roman Catholic. Yeah.
Roman Catholic.
So like I grew up Catholic. I went to a Catholic high school. I've been confirmed, like had a baptism, whatever, first communion. Like I've been through all of it, Sunday school, all the stuff. When you're a kid and you're like, you have to go to church on Sunday at 7 a.m, you're like, Dad, this sucks. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Right.
And then now you're like 25 and you're like, I need something, right? It's like, I need something. Like, you have a really shitty day. It's like, yeah, you can like go on your phone and have a couple beers or, some people smoke, some people drink. I know you're sober. So, but you want to turn to something that's healthier. Where it's like, yeah, you can look up like, oh man, like I'm stressed. You can look up something on Google and be like, a Bible verse for stress. You just read it to yourself and memorize it. And then you can kind of play that through your head when things are going wrong.
Yeah.
So like I'm not like the perfect child of God at all. I'm still a dumbass. I'm still kind of a piece of shit because I'm a young man living in Chicago.
Right.
But that's no excuse. So, I mean, it's going to take years to get there. Like you're not going to wake up one day and be like, you have some revelation.
Right.
No, I mean, it takes practice and it takes work.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean,
where do you see things going for you as far as, do you plan on diving down to the faith side more? Like what's your future 5-10 years look like in the business, outside of the business, life plans, life goals, etc.?
I would say like business, hopefully be a top producer. My goal obviously is to be a top producer in this. I feel it's like all or nothing, Do
you plan on building like a little team yourself that's under Stonehaven, or?
I have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish before I'm 40. One, I want to be $100 million producer. I want it really, really bad. That's like one of the things, like not the money side, but just to, I mean, that's a big goal. It's a scary goal, but I think it's possible. I want to be an advisor. I want to, like, not coaching. I don't want to be the guy on Instagram. It's like, buy my class for $20 or whatever. I kind of just want to be like someone that people, that like, I want to be like a Kyle, where you can own your own company, people ask questions, things like that. Like, I pretty much want to, be a top producer, start my own mortgage company, and see where it goes. That's my goal right now. So, I'll do whatever it takes to get there. Like, to be honest, like, I started originating last March. My first full year, I'll probably do, right now I've done about.
You've only been in it a year, roughly?
Yeah, it's my first full year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you. So, like, I'll probably finish out at 10 million. I think I'm at 7 right now. So I can definitely get another 3 million to get 10.
Perks of staying where you grew up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even do any loans in Elmhurst. I've done 2. 1. A lot of my work's in the city.
Can a lot of kids afford? This is interesting, actually, because in Miami, dude, 0 people could buy a property.
I know.
0 fucking kids.
Yeah.
Miami is all parents' money. It's really an interesting dynamic. Yeah. Everybody's mom is giving them a gift, mom or dad giving them a gift, and co-signing.
I see
like
that
to buy
too.
a simple fucking condo down there is insane.
Jesus.
So it's wild, and I would say 75% of the clients that I had were literally co-signed gift. Can you dive into that? Because I'm not sure what Elmhurst prices are like. I have no idea the market here.
So Elmhurst market is interesting. So, like, in the summer when it was like, I mean, everything's going over list. There was one property where when a teammate's client, they were looking at a place in Elmhurst. I think it went on live like Thursday, and it went under contract Sunday. There were 45 offers.
Jesus Christ.
And it went, I don't know how much
Sorry,
over.
What price?
It's probably over $1 million or something. But
over $1 million
probably.
And then 45 offers?
Yeah.
That's fucking
like
crazy.
It's stuff like that. So that's kind of like that. Like that was the height of the summer. Like just the end of spring, going into the summer market where everything was crazy. That's kind of what Elmhurst was like. I mean, you see it in Chicago too. I also, like you talk about gifts, a lot of my clients that are younger, like sub 30, south of 30, are getting gifts from mom and dad, or they save a bunch of their money, they have really good jobs, and they've saved X amount of dollars to do it. But a lot of them too, where it's like, yeah, I'm getting $50,000 gift from mom and dad. Like, okay, cool. Like, there's a few ways we can do it.
I always found people that like they're shy about that. Like, oh, like I can't do it myself. Like, oh, poor me. Go get that fucking gift from your parents and buy the goddamn property. Like,
do it.
Don't make it about you. Like, be thankful and take it, and don't be shy about
do it,
dude,
bro.
Like, it's an incredible tool that's putting you so far ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. People are like, oh, I just want to do it myself.
Yeah, you can.
Take it and run.
But no, like, take all the help you can get.
100%.
Honestly, if someone's there, like an uncle, grandma, grandpa, and they want to give you $20,000 to pay to help with closing costs or the down payment,
take that shit.
Take it. 100%. Don't fucking let your ego get in the way and be like, oh, I want to do it myself. You still are doing it yourself. You're signing the fucking documents. You're the one that went out.
But if it takes 5 years for you to save up, and you could have had a property 5 years ago, you'd probably be up $300,000 on the property. You know what I mean? So it's like it's that game of in the market, not just being in the market is. And here's another interesting thing that I kind of want to talk about. So in Miami, condo laws legislation changing. Reserves have to be in place because the Surfside building collapsed.
Yep.
I was kind of like the voice in Miami for condos, and like going against condos. I had like a couple viral videos.
Nice.
The news stations would like fucking reach out and shit. It was kind of cool.
No shit.
Yeah, that's how I got all my followers on Instagram, even though I only have 7,000.
Yeah,
but it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah.
Because I would go in and I would analyze the budget and say, oh, this condo's fucked.
Yeah,
and then everybody in the building, which is a 300 unit building, like they are like reach out, they're like, oh hey, like this, that, and then people would be like, okay, check my budget now. So I kind of do that.
Yeah.
Condos, to me, boards, biggest scam artists in the entire country. Boards funneling your money in places it shouldn't be funneled, hiring family that's a GC, like
New York, dude, Millionaire Row. Like, do like a little Google search on that. They don't even live in those fucking things. It's all like dudes from Dubai just buying them. Who knows what it's for?
That's money holding, but like the average person here, the average person buying a $400,000 to $600,000 condo is getting like just destroyed by HOA fees.
Yeah, I know.
And
so bad in Chicago.
Once HOA fees go up, they never come back down because it's built-in profit for the management company.
Of course.
And then the insurance goes up every year. So like, what I always push is if you can buy a single family house, even if it's a way shittier single family house than single family duplex, something that's not a condo or townhome, I always think you're going to be much better off than if you go condo townhome.
Yeah. Well,
do you have to wrap up here?
No. I'm just kidding. No.
Okay.
I got all the time in the world, dude.
Okay.
Like a 2-flat. Buy a fucking 2-flat.
Right.
Like, if you looking to invest and you're like, I'm going to buy, $250,000 condo. Great. And you're going to put 20% down or 25% down or whatever, $100,000 down because you're going to get from mom and dad. You know how long it's going to take you to break even? You can't even live in it. You can't live in it with someone renting it. Where are you going to live? You're going to rent. You're going to rent. Right. And then you're going to go buy a condo so you can be have be a real estate investor. No, dude. Buy a fucking 2-flat. Just 3-flat disguised as a 2-flat. Live in the biggest unit, rent out the smaller 2. And then maybe you're out $500 a month.
Right.
You're paying $500 probably just for water.
Right.
Maybe less. Like, that's where you start your portfolio.
Right.
I just don't think like that, like anything else than that would be what I would want to do. Cause I'm going to go buy a 2-flat, next spring.
Where?
Hopefully Humboldt Park or Wicker, around there would be fantastic. There's some stuff popping up that I'm seeing, but it's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Like my buddy lives in Humboldt on Thomas Street, so I kind of want something near him. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, like the house hacking, I hate the term house hacking. It's like, no, you're just being intelligent. Like you don't have to hide. It's not hacking.
Right.
It's just like,
yeah,
dude,
just be a smart person.
Take the fucking shit out of the garden unit and throw it in the garage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So the one thing that I learned about my properties, single families kind of suck as rentals because if one person moves out, you lose all your income. So I have 3 single families, a 3-unit, a 2-unit, single family in Florida, and then I'm buying another single family.
Yep.
I keep buying single families because I think like I'm going to stay in them and live in them forever. You know what I mean? But like that's just not the case. No. So if I could go back in time, I would only buy duplexes plus. Mm-hmm. And specifically, so in Wisconsin, there's these side-by-side duplexes instead of one up, one down.
Yeah,
one up, one down, you have people above you. There's a higher turnover rate because you have people stomping on your head. You got pets barking upstairs. Side-by-sides, when they have their own entrance, their own backyard, it's like zero fucking turnover.
It's like a townhome, right? Yeah.
Oh, zero. And that's the one that burned down.
Yeah.
But like it burned down. But like outside of that, like the turnover is very low. Like it's basically single family living with double income. Yeah. So that has been, the 3-unit is 1 up and 2 down. So that one's like fine. The guy's been there forever. But it's like, if I could go back in time, advice to myself would be 2 units plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way, way better opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, the difference is 5% down instead of 3% if you're living in it.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Conventional.
I don't know why. I don't know why I did what I did, but whatever.
Hey, you did it, and it's worked out.
It's worked out on appreciation.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Let's talk about. You mentioned you want to talk about restaurants. Let's talk about restaurants.
Restaurants in Chicago is the best. It's the best.
The
restaurants in Chicago is the best.
Hit me.
Fuck. Everyone's gonna hate this, but like Las Corolas. Like, I mean, what kind of food do you like? Let's start there.
I'm not a foodie.
You're not a foodie. Do you like?
I don't give a shit.
You don't give a fuck. Okay.
No, really. Like,
right.
I really don't.
Like Italian red sauce meal. You know, Topo Gigio on Wells Street in Old Town, or La Scrolla, and then you go to Richard's after. You can smoke cigarettes inside at that bar.
I have no idea what any of that is.
So, I think you should go try out Topo Gigio.
Is it in the city?
Yeah.
I will not go in the city.
You won't go in the city?
No chance.
All right, let's scratch that off. Let's scratch it off.
But if you want to tell them, if you want to tell them about it, or you know what I mean, I don't know.
No, people know. They'll figure it out. So like Cabra's good. Everything I'm gonna talk about is in the city. So
because you're in Wrigley, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm in Wrigley. Yeah. So like Lakeview, I'm right by Uptown, technically, East Lakeview. I'm excited for. I'm not a Cubs fan, but I'm excited for the Cubs to be in the playoffs. It's cool, but I don't really give a shit because it sucks to find parking. Right. Like everyone just super like busy. Cubs fans suck. Sorry, no, but it's like no, dude. They park on my street. It's hard to find parking, and it's frustrating because you come back. And you're like, well, fuck me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, but restaurants, the food scene in Chicago is really, really good. Like, if you can find a good restaurant, like, there's a lot of good first date spots. There's a lot of good, like, cool bars and things you can go with your buddies. I could probably talk about it for an hour, but just adventure out. Like, not like everyone, just like go to dinner once a month with your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and just try and find cool spots. Because there's so much cool shit out there. Where it's like you could walk into a restaurant and you're just like, you have no, like, go somewhere where, like, go on Belly, download the Belly app.
Belly?
And yeah, BELI.
Okay.
And literally, like, search there, like, all right, if you want Italian, you want whatever, Korean, Chinese, and just start going to restaurants without doing research on it.
So Anna's my wife, and she's of the camp, like, if she wants something, she will go get it.
Yeah.
I'm of the camp, if it's not the nearest thing to me,
no.
There's zero fucking shit.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I hear you.
I'm not, I don't care what I want. I don't care what I think I need or want.
No.
Like I'm going across the street, and I never cook, so I always eat out. But it's always like,
Bro.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just whatever's most convenient. That's my entire life thesis is convenience. It really is.
Cooking is convenient. Because I'm not being like the guy who's like, you got to meal prep. No, fuck meal prep.
Right.
Like just literally find stuff that takes 20 minutes to make. If you can cut up 2 small sweet potatoes from Trader Joe's, a half pound of ground beef, it takes 20 minutes. You cut up the sweet potatoes, you throw in the oven at 450 for 10 minutes. They get soft enough. Then you cook your ground beef in the meantime, and you throw it in there and you eat it, and you throw an avocado in there. It takes 25 minutes and you're full for the next 3 days.
I think you're right. So I recently, like this is crazy. So I really used to never cook, but I recently started cooking eggs sometimes. Like in the morning, like I'll eat 6 eggs for breakfast.
There you go. That's a start. That's a start. Yeah.
But my point being, the older I get, the slower life becomes in certain way, the more I will probably move towards cooking, but as an outlet, not as a...
Oh, kind of.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like a relaxer, like a break up the day type thing. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I just like it because I save so much more money. Like if I can go to the store and I can spend $160 at Trader Joe's and it lasts me 3 weeks, rather than do you eat out every day.
$20 a meal. I spend roughly $20.
Yeah.
But I never get a drink and I never get fries. I think that is the biggest waste of shit ever.
Oh, you just get the sandwich?
The mains, yeah. Like so like let's say like I went to a showing yesterday. I went through Culver's drive-thru.
Nice.
I get two burgers. I'm not getting fries and a drink. Like that's to me that's a waste of money because I want to be full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it might not be the most healthy and it's still expensive.
No,
but whatever.
It is like I want to do an event where kind of like. This is actually kind of perfect, but I want to do an event where it's like, hey, like I know like you're out on showings, you got to go to like get fast food. Teach you how to make something where if you get back to your place, to the office, you have something in the fridge, you can eat it right away. That's like kind of what like literally like.
Dude, you could do some really interesting marketing with your culinary.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm on social media.
It's altered. It's like you could see something about food every day.
Yeah.
It's wild. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I gotta think about it.
There's this kid so Alec Maternowski. Do you know him? Or sorry, maybe no, Aaron Maternowski. He's like this big foodie, but he was a bouncer at a bar in Madison, Wisconsin when I was not going to school, but hanging out with my friends. Yeah. And now he just makes food videos and he is like, it's insane.
Yeah, I do. You like make
the
a
reach
living.
on food is ridiculous.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about like I'll probably do something around like I did like one video last year and it's hard for me to kind of figure it out because I don't have like a tripod and I have roommates, so it's like I have to figure out when they're not home to film and all this other stuff. I do have to start doing it more, but I literally make the same thing almost it's ground beef or chicken. It's
Day 90 of ground beef and chicken.
Yeah, literally, and it's fun. I love it. I switch it up, but I absolutely love it. I don't know. But yeah, talk to me about like Ironmans. What got you into that? Is it just because your Ironman stuff? Like what kind of drove you to start signing up for those?
So, I get so bored so quickly, and I was sick of doing real estate. Not sick of it, but like it's not fulfilling because I'm just like. It's fucking selling houses. Like it's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to build a team. I just want to grow my portfolio. I'm kind of like lost in the middle of life. I don't have kids, so my purpose is low. So basically, I joined the military about 2 years ago, roughly 2 years ago. And then when you're in the military, they take away everything you love. Everything. No phone, can't talk to the people you love. You're eating MREs, the food.
Is this just at boot camp?
Yeah, boot camp. Okay. Are you military or
no?
Okay.
I have like good amount of friends that are in it, but
right. So like they take away everything, right? Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's a perfect time for me to stop drinking. So I stopped drinking. I always knew in my life that I was going to stop drinking. I just didn't know when. Yeah. I said 23, and then I was like, no, I'll stop at 24, and then 25. Yeah. But I knew like for real, that I was going to stop. My mom has been sober like 8 years, and she saw a massive uptick in business from that. So she was always on my ass, stop fucking drinking. Like, okay. So it was a perfect time.
Yeah.
So I started doing that. Then I get back and I'm like, fuck, like Miami is not the place that I want to stay. None of my loved ones are here.
It's very hard to stop drinking in Miami. Like I'm not
that for sure.
Like I've never been. I don't want to go to Miami because I'd rather just hang out. But Florida's a tough place to not drink at all.
I don't think it was necessary. Yes, I agree. But for us, it was, I don't speak Spanish and we were living in the suburbs and nobody could afford a house in the suburbs. The people that were our neighbors were all 50 years old and older, and their kids were already 30 and not living in the neighborhood. So like there was no family orientation around us. Like where my wife's from is Saguenay. There's a kid every fucking house.
Yeah.
Everyone knows each other.
Right.
Like everyone's got 4 kids. Miami, everyone's in vitro on their last egg because they spent the last 40 years building their career. And they're like, I don't know if we can have kids. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like
it's more community.
Yeah. Like get the fuck out of here. So, well, and then I lived in New York when I was 18. So like I've lived all over the place. So the Midwest, that's why we came here. But so after the Army decision to move back, then it was, I always knew I was going to run a marathon. So then got into running marathons. I ran 4 in 5 weeks, injured my foot, which is still fucked up. And then I was like, well, I can't run anymore. Right. So let's bike and swim as a cross train. Yeah. And then I was like, man, I could crawl. I'll army crawl 13 miles to finish this half Ironman.
Fuck that.
So it just kind of went into that. I need to run a full Ironman, but I need this shit to heal.
Yeah, because
it's anterior tendonitis just from overuse because I didn't train well enough before I ran so many marathons like in such quick succession.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's fine. Like I fucked it up myself. I'm not a big excuse maker. Like poor me, boo hoo. Like bitch.
No, that hurts. I had tendonitis in my knee in high school. It doesn't feel good.
It hurts.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
So you did a Chicago.
I did. Yeah, I did the 2024.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was that the super hot year? Everybody talks about the super hot year.
No, it was actually pretty decent. I think it was like around like 70 degrees.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it got hot because you're moving for 4 hours. But no, I mean, like the energy, I ran it with a few friends of mine. We ran it for a good friend of mine. His dad was battling brain cancer, glioblastoma, I believe. He'll kill me. I think I got it right. But we were doing it for Gene. Yeah, he passed away in, I believe around in November, shortly after the marathon. But we want to do it for him. We raised money for the American Brain Tumor Association. But yeah, it was like 4 of us that ran it. We didn't train together because like we trained together at the beginning, but we kind of figured out that we all run at different paces and it's not like fun to run as a group per se. We didn't really like, that wasn't our like vibe. It was like, all right, I'm going to go out at 8 a.m. He's going to go out at 8:30. We'll see each other like crossing by or whatever. But ultimately it just wasn't like in the cards for us to train. So the training part was actually a lot of fucking fun because you wake up, you'd stay in Friday, you'd go run or whatever, how much you had to run that on the Saturday, and then you go, hey, and then you whatever the hell you want to do that day. Doesn't matter. It's like, all right, cool, I got like work to do, or I'm gonna go watch fucking college football at a bar and hang out, and that was it. And then once you start getting like the dog days of training, when you're running 16 miles, 18 miles, and the 20 miler, you're like, well, fuck me, this sucks. Waking up to run a 20-mile run 20 miles at 5 a.m. and then go to a Cubs game and you can't even walk to the field. Yeah, and your hip hurts so bad after running 18 miles that you can't walk. Yeah, that was fun. But no, the actual race, the energy, and like 2 million people I think go out every year and support you.
It's crazy.
It's really fucking cool. Like just the energy and like running through the different neighborhoods, like Pilsen's badass, Wrigleyville's cool, like Boys Town, Wrigleyville areas, like was a lot of fun. Chinatown's kind of awesome because it's like once you get to Chinatown, it's like 20 miles, 21 miles is maybe like 200 yards of people, then it's dead, and then it's all mental, and you're like, holy shit, this is here. You're in the shit now, like you're fucked. So what it helped me with a lot of stuff is just like, I just pretty much told myself I can do it. I couldn't believe it because everything hurts so bad. Because I was standing up, like, you know, you get there like at 7 a.m. My crawl didn't go off till 9, so I'm standing for 2 hours. So my ankles are hurting by like mile 6, which never happened. So, and then like, I didn't like taper off as well as I should have. So my body was like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Like, why are you running? That like also sucks. So like once you get to like 20, those last 6 miles are torture. Yeah, they're hell.
I agree.
And it was literally like everyone I talked to was like, oh, dude, it's all mental. It's all mental. And they're right. It's 100%. If you just tell yourself you can do it, you're going to finish. Mm-hmm. I got teared up at the end because like literally I was tearing up because like everything hurt so bad. And I did not believe myself that I was going to be able to finish this damn race. And I did. I think I ran it in like, I think I ran 4 hours and 52 minutes, like the fastest out of my buddies, which I do talk shit about all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, but like that like stretch, because everyone says like after Chinatown, like you're fucked because you see 22 and then you see 24 coming back because you do like a big run around and you're running down 22 and you're like kind of just, you're still running, but you're not even running. You're just like moving your feet, and moving forward. Right. And then you see 24 and you just want to like rip your head off. You're like, this sucks.
Like 2.2 left.
Yeah. And like my parents are like trying to find me. I'm like calling my mom and my dad. I'm like, I need Advil. They're giving me Advil. They're giving my buddies Advil, like running by. Yeah. My brother's like, gives me like a bottle of ice water. He's like, here. I'm like, dude, I need this. Like, fucking crazy. But yeah, I mean, I want to do it again next year. I signed up for a bid. This year, unfortunately, didn't get it. But next year, if I do get a bid, then I'll do like if you do the half, the Shamrock, and the marathon, you get an auto bid for the next year.
Oh, really?
And then if not, yeah, so it's like the Chicago.
I might hit you up about this later because that's interesting.
Because then, like, let's say if you want to do it next year, like you raise money for.
It's $4,500, right?
Yeah, it depends on the charity, but if you do like the 3 races, then you get an auto bid for the next year. And then you just
what is it a bid?
To run the race.
So you automatically can run if you do 3 other races.
If you do the Shamrock Shuffle, the Chicago Half, and the Chicago Marathon.
Do you have to? Oh, I see.
You have to run all of them. Yeah, you have to run all 3, and then automatically you're in for the. So if you do the 2026, all 3 of those in 2026, you get 2027 auto.
Got it.
So you don't have to raise money or anything. You just pay whatever it is, like $250.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to run it. Just all the marathons I've done are very like small scale. You know what I mean?
You got
like,
to do Chicago. You'll have a fucking blast. It's so much fun.
It separates you from everyone, right? Like not many people can say they've completed a marathon or done an Ironman or whatever,
or even a fucking triathlon, dude. Like there were people. So last thing I'll say about it, but I had a 6 mile run on a Wednesday, and then I was going to a White Sox game with my dad and like his friends. I ran 6 miles, and one guy was like, "Oh, I'm training for a 10K." I'm like on the red line, like on the L, and I'm like laughing to myself. I'm like, dude, I just ran 6 fucking miles. Like you're freaking out about a 10K. I want to say something, but like on a Wednesday night, I'm like, yeah, like okay, it's nothing. So it's like some people 5Ks, 10Ks, 15Ks, like that's
a big deal.
It's like alien to them.
Yeah. So my goal was I never wanted to do Ironmans or triathlons until I ran a 100-mile race.
You did wait, what?
I haven't run a 100-mile race, but that was my goal.
Ultra?
Yeah. So there's 50 mile, there's a 32 mile, which is a 50K or whatever the hell it comes out to be. But then there's 50 mile, then there's a 100 mile. So in my perfect world, I would have ran a 100-mile race before ever starting to swim or bike, but clearly that didn't work out.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, so I actually signed up for a 50 miler and then realized very quickly like I wasn't going to be able to finish. But I'm very excited to kind of do that and sit within the pain and the misery and the suffering. Kind of enjoy it, to be honest, which is it's like therapy. Like I said, it's a really interesting space. But also when you start doing shit like that, you start gaining respect from people in different ways, and it really
you're fucking
fascinating.
You're an ultra marathon runner, you're an Ironman runner, you're a marathon runner. Like
it's cool.
It is. It's very, very cool. No, man, I appreciate you having me on. Thank you. Yeah,
of course.
I mean,
it's fun.
Yeah, it is. How I met him, Instagram. It's fucking crazy. I hit him up and he's like, "Let's do a podcast." I'm like, "You're shitting me."
So I would always rather do a podcast because it provides content, and if we're going to talk like this anyways, we might as well film it.
Yeah. Right. Plus, I
will only work with people that I've ever done a podcast with.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
People will be like, "Oh, hey, like do this, that," and like I don't even fucking know you. Like, we'll sit for an hour, create content, mutually benefit off the content, but also there's a potential working together. You know, it's like, why not film it? Why not do it?
Yeah. Can I do an ad plug real quick?
Yeah, go
All right,
for
sweet.
it.
So I'm having an event with my coworker, Manny Rodriguez, on October 16th. It's a webinar. So it's like through Google Meets. We're going to be talking about what happens on like the loan officer side. So we're calling it like smooth closing start here. So what you've been in the business for 8 years, right? You've been in LO. You know the intricacies of what happens with pre-approval and what we look for and all that shit, like AUS, all that, whatever, Fannie, Freddie. What our goal is to just educate people, not on a base level, but like coach them what it's like to be a loan officer. Because a lot of the people that I've talked to in the past, it's like, oh, I picked up on a few things because I've been in the business for 10 years, 15 years, whatever. But like if you're just picking up on it, like of hearing of what LOs tell you, we want to sit down and literally show it to you on probably a 30-minute Zoom call and open up for questions for the rest of the 30 minutes, where we think it's going to be very educational, because when you're sitting across one in a consultation and FHA and condos come up, it's like, how to take a step back and be like, what'd you, like, no, right? Whereas where then you come and give someone to an LO and you got to fucking tell them, it's like, dude, you can't get you FHA financing with a condo because, one, I don't want to fucking look for a spot approval because it's going to be brutal. Yes, we can do it, but at the end of the day, it's not something that anyone loves to do. What to look for, like if someone comes in, how to spot if they have good credit, bad credit, how people dress. Like,
is this to recruit LOs or is this to help the customer?
This is just for realtors, dog.
Oh.
This is for like people like you.
Oh.
So this is just for agents to educate agents. I don't like customers. Yes. Like I'll do my best that I can, but like what happens if, your 1099, your Schedule C, your W-2, your salary, your hourly, like what goes into that of actually getting out a pre-approval for your client to make them a borrower? Like what the fuck do we look for?
I see.
Like when we're pulling credit, if you got delinquencies and you got lates and you're in the collections, it's like, how much is that going to hurt you when Fannie and Freddie look at it? You know what I mean? So things like that. I don't know if we're actually going to pull up like a 1003 and show them what, our LOS system looks like, because I did show like an agent I work with like a test file of mine, and I don't think she understood anything, unfortunately. But you've seen it. It's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in that LOS.
What LOS do you use?
Encompass.
Yeah,
I like Encompass is it's the fucking shit. It's like the Apple.
It's like it's the OG. Right?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. It's so much easier. I mean, other companies I know use different ones, but I've only been around Encompass, so I'm very happy I didn't have to learn something new. If you have the availability on the 16th, I believe it starts at 1 p.m. Come by. Like, we'll be posting on social media. Follow me, DM me. We'll set it up. Super easy. You can hang out there in your pajamas. I don't know. You have coffee with us. You can have lunch with us. We're just trying to keep it light. Like we're getting into the part of the year where a lot of people don't have the time or, don't really want to leave their houses. So we figured a webinar was probably the best possible way. Everyone's hunkering down for the fall, trying to make sure that they get the last piece of business in and, can support themselves going into the holidays and then, prepping for 2026. Other than that, like, again, thank you. This was fucking nails. Rockstar shit. But yeah, if anyone, like, any questions for Alec and I and just kind of want to figure out, what the process is of home buying, hit us up. We've been through it. We have enough experience between the two of us where we can probably figure out any problem they might have. But yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that I got to talk to Alec about when we're off the air, but, but yeah, if you guys listen to this, thank you so much. And, thanks
guys. Brother. Appreciate it.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Andrew.
See you, buddy.